You know, it seems like everybody has an opinion about Xbox, especially PlayStation fans, who most of them don't even bother to buy Xbox. Yeah, it's a little bit weird to me that people that don't bother with Xbox in the first place have the strongest opinions about, well, Xbox. So, you know, that's always seemed a little bit strange to me, but now we're starting to see some things, some changes, not only in what Microsoft is doing, but also in the broad scope of the media, right? Where as you look back to the Xbox One days, especially the early Xbox One days, it was kind of crazy because the media was absolutely lambasting Microsoft and Xbox, right? Like, I know, like, I did a ton of videos about media bias, and it was true. Like, the media was unnecessarily hating on Xbox because of what they thought was like the DRM and stuff. I honestly think there was a behind-the-scenes movement to kind of destroy Xbox, and it almost worked. Let's be clear, it almost worked. Microsoft was probably shoestring length away from like just leaving the industry, right? And that I think would be terrible. Only having PlayStation and Nintendo as the only things left, that would have been just utterly terrible. I'm glad that Microsoft decided to fight back and kind of stay in it, and do what they can to kind of stop Sony from just owning everything and dominating everything. Like they're in there fighting, giving the good fight. Now, when it comes to like this kind of stuff, I love these types of announcements when you start to see that change, things coming about in this sort of way. It really makes me happy because it's sort of backing up what I've been saying for quite a while now, and that's very, very interesting to me. I love seeing this, and I'm sure you guys are going to want to hear this as well. What's up, everybody? Crap Gamer here with Crap Gamer Reviews, your home of gaming news, reviews, all that kind of good stuff, and much more. Please like the video. I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of the videos that I do. A very small goal indeed, but it's still my goal nonetheless, and I would be much appreciated to each and every one of you if you could help me out with that. So a lot of people are out there trying to talk about, stuff. We know that Starfield and Redfall and Forza, these games are coming the first half of the year, this year, and it looks like there was sort of a little bit of a leak and people are thinking that this might be Starfield's release date. The hotly anticipated space game from Bethesda could be launching in April in conjunction with the annually held International Day of Human Spaceflight, considered to be one of the most eagerly awaited video games of 2023. The upcoming sci-fi RPG represents the first brand new IP from the Skyrim and Fallout studio in 25 long years. 25 years, folks. So many are obviously excited to see what the Maryland-based developer has to offer. It's unfortunately that the game had to be delayed in the first place, but hopefully it won't be long before it's finally unleashed on the world. In fact, it's looking like Starfield is still on track for the release in the first half of 2023, like I said in a few videos ago, though there's still no indication of when exactly it'll arrive. It was originally scheduled to come out on November 2022, but sadly had to be delayed along with Bethesda-published Redfall, so the teams could continue to work on both projects and make them the best versions of themselves before release. Given this, many are speculating about when Starfield will finally hit digital storefronts, and there's a new leak, possible theory that's going around right now. According to this, a number of fans believe that Starfield will launch on the International Day of Human Spaceflight, April 12th, which is the date the first human spaceflight occurred back in 1961. Given the heavy space themes of the game, some may feel this would be a perfect time for it to come out. As one person kind of points out, Bethesda is known for launching titles on significant dates, such as Fallout 4 coming out on November 10th, which is just one day ahead of Veterans Day. However, some feel the game could come out even sooner, possibly as early as March. Of course, it's just speculation, and there's no, so take it all with a grain of salt, and there's no indication either that when we're going to see it. But there is also a rumor that we're going to see some sort of Xbox showcase this month. And I think that's going to be something that a lot of people kind of look into and go, oh, that's very, very interesting, to say the least. Many people are expecting Starfield to be Skyrim in space, though Xbox boss Matt Booty has said the game will be much more than that. Bethesda already has an enormous reputation for creating epic open worlds, blah, 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 which I agree with. But you're also seeing on various sites that Starfield and Redfall could be setting up Xbox for greatness, which I think is something that's true. The first new IP in 25 years. People are going to be excited about this. We can sit there and talk about the failures of Xbox, and there's many, but let's talk about the successes. I mean, the way that they were able to kind of combat, Sony, especially, the Xbox 360 in particular. Let's just think about this. I know some of you might be younger, but take it from someone who was alive and playing video games, and I know it's not 100 years ago, but the PlayStation 2 was so dominant that it's one of the determining factors that pushed Sega out of the console business, right? It wasn't the only factor, of course, but it was one of them. The PlayStation 2 held over 90% of market share. Think about that. That console went on to sell more than 150 million in a generation where the Xbox sold 25 million and the GameCube sold 23 million. It wasn't even close. So you look at that utter domination, you go into the PS3, Xbox 360, Wii era, and things change. It just like that. And it just goes to show you how fast things can change in these industries. And, that's exactly what I think, Microsoft had to do between the Xbox One and the Xbox Series consoles. Obviously we see all these types of things that kind of come out or whatever, and Microsoft, they're gonna not, obviously they're gonna make some mistakes along the way, but the fact that they get some of these amazing announcements and things like that, I think that that they're winning fans over again, and that's something that I think probably wouldn't be possible if it weren't for their consumer-friendly nature, right? So yeah, we know that the game prices went up or whatever. That's unfortunate, but it was bound to happen with everybody else raising game prices. And probably Game Pass at some point will go up. What service hasn't gone up in price? For the amount of stuff that they offer, I think that it's perfectly fine for that. I mean, is it something that I'm relishing or excited about? No. Is it something that I expect? Yeah. Do I expect the consoles themselves to go up? No, I would be utterly shocked if that actually happened, because if you're offering especially the Series S for like $220, how in the hell do you expect to raise that beyond 300? Like it really would not make any sense to me whatsoever. And we'll see how that goes, but Microsoft is smart. I think that that they're winning over a lot of the media, a lot of the gamers and things like that, and that's a really great thing. But with that being said, I just want to take a second to say thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are having a great year so far. Stay safe and happy and healthy, and play lots of video games. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up. Crap gamer out.